Vaccination in poultry farming has helped in the improvement of birds' health by boosting their immunity against some certain diseases affecting poultry birds. Without vaccines, poultry farming would have been like a horror movie. Some dangerous diseases can be alleviated or eradicated from the farm through the help of vaccines. In this video, I'll be sharing with you all you need to know about vaccination, and I will as well show you and explain the vaccination schedule that I use on my farm to you. So watch this video to the end to know the what, why, when and how when it comes to vaccination in poultry farms. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to hit the notification icon. Don't forget to leave comments in the comment section and give me a like if you find value in this video. Hello guys, you're welcome to today's video. I am Oche from Global Farms. I'm a successful broiler farmer in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. I run my farm remotely. I am not in Port Harcourt. I'm in the Middle East doing my normal 9-to-5 job, and my farm is running smoothly in Nigeria. I am able to do this because I've put systems in place. I have procedures, I have working instructions that my workers are following strictly in Nigeria, and it has been a success. So in case you don't have time to run your business, you don't have time to run a poultry business and you really love doing the business, or you just want to use it as a side hustle and you don't have that time to be there, then you're in the right channel. You can contact me. I have most of my documents I use on my farm in the description below. You can download them. My contacts are there. You can reach me, and we can see what we can work out together. I'll teach you what I know and the systems I've put in place that has helped me on my farm. Okay, today's video will be talking about vaccination, and this video is a response to the request in the comment section. Someone requested I should share my vaccination schedule, but what I'm going to do, I'm not going to only share my vaccination schedule. I'm going to explain vaccination to you before I show you my schedule briefly. My schedule is very easy and straightforward to use. Okay, it's also in the document in the description, so you can go there and download it. Okay, so before I show you the schedule, I'm going to explain vaccination briefly and as simple as possible. Okay, so what is vaccination? Vaccination is a way of boosting the immune system of the birds or any livestock so it can fight against any disease that is coming. Okay, that is a disease that is being vaccinated against. All right, so if you're vaccinating against Newcastle, you are trying to build the immunity against Newcastle disease. Do you understand? You know, the body has a way of fighting against diseases on its own. Okay, there are some diseases like measles, chicken pox. You know, those diseases, you know, when you have those diseases in old age, especially when you're in Nigeria, people will be like, why are you having this disease at this age? Don't you have it when you are younger? That is because they know that if you have it when you are younger, the likelihood that you will have it when you are old is very slim. Okay, yeah, so that is what vaccine does, and that is how the body system is. Whenever a virus enters the body system or any microorganisms enter the body system, the body will try to fight it, right? And in that process, it could sometimes have an immunity against that particular microorganism that is in the body. Okay, so what it does is the microorganisms will be there, the disease will be there, but the clinical signs of illness will not occur. That is, the symptoms that are associated with the disease will not occur. Okay, so take note what I said, that the disease will be there, the virus will be in the body, but the host, which is the birds, the poultry birds, will not fall sick, may not fall sick, but they are still carriers of the virus. Okay, so that is how vaccine is being manufactured. So what they do is they give you a small dose of the virus to allow your body system fight against the virus, right? Against the microorganisms or whatever is causing the ailment. Okay, so the vaccine contains that microorganisms. Then it is being introduced to the body of the birds. Then the body of the birds will kind of fight it, and in that way develop an immune system against that disease. Okay, so if there is an outbreak of Newcastle disease, for example, on your farm, the birds are going to develop an immunity to that Newcastle disease, so they may be infected by the Newcastle virus, but they will not fall sick. You understand? And that is why it is dangerous to bring bird from another farm into your flock. the birds you are bringing in from another farm may be vaccinated, and your birds may not be vaccinated, and they can bring an ailment from any farm and bring to your flock. The bird will look healthy, will look sound, but it could be a carrier of a particular disease. Okay, so be careful when you're introducing a new flock into a new bird into your flock rather. All right, so that is just the simple principle that is behind the manufacture of vaccines. Okay, so now how are vaccines being administered? They are administered orally, which is the most common in poultry beds. One is orally, and two is via injection, some on the wing web, while some on their thighs, depending on the particular vaccine you are giving to them. Okay, then some are through the eyes. Okay, like the Merrick's disease is being the mist of the vaccine is being sprayed in the hatchery, right? And the vaccines goes into their body through the eyes for Merrick disease. So the two major ways to vaccinate our birds on the farm is orally through their drinking water, and through the injection. Okay, so those are the two major ways. Then also don't forget, on the day of vaccination, the birds they need to rest. Just like I told you earlier, vaccination is introducing a small dose of that virus into their system. A virus or a microbe or any microorganism that is causing a particular disease is administering a small dose into that bird's system. Now, what the body would do is to try to fight that, if that virus or that microorganism that is being introduced into the body, and thereby causing the birds to have slight fever, slight ailment, right? You know, when you take a baby for immunization, on that day the baby will develop some slight fever, right? That's why we give them paracetamol after immunization. So it's same thing with our birds on the farm. So on the day of immunization, you allow them to rest. Don't give them any other drug on that day, so that you will not overwork their body system, right? So that they can just relax and have good rest. On the following day, you can start administering anything you want to administer to them, your antibiotics, multivitamin, or whatever you want to administer to them. But on that day, it is advisable you just allow them to rest, give them the vaccines, and give them only water. Okay, then another thing I want to warn you about is the disposal of the vial. Okay, when administering the vaccines, I told my workers to use hand gloves, so they always use hand gloves. And after administering the vaccine, the empty vial, that is a container, I ask them to bury them very, very well. They bury them with the gloves that they use. They bury them deep inside the ground so that nobody will come in contact with it. I told you before, it's a small dose of the virus that are in that container. Then also the feeders, and also the drinkers that they use for administering the vaccine, they should wash them thoroughly with disinfectant before giving them water with it. Then also the buckets and the containers they use to mix the vaccines should also be washed properly with disinfectant. Okay, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave comments. I respond to my comments. All my comments I respond to them. Then don't forget to hit the notification icon so that you get notified whenever I release a new video from this channel. Okay, and guys, let's make the comment section as interactive as possible, and don't forget to give me that like, because I know you're finding value in this video. It will make the YouTube algorithm push this video further. Okay, so all right, let me just show you the vaccination schedule I use on my farm. It's very straightforward. Okay, so I'll show you on my screen now. Okay guys, this is my screen that I'm sharing with you now. This document, Greba Farms Poultry Procedure and Instruction, is in the description of this video and in most of the videos on this channel. You can download them. You see that area that says documents for farm management system. You have all these documents there. In fact, I'm even using my browser. You can see I'm using my browser. It's from that link that I opened this document. Okay, so this is the procedure I use on the farm. Okay, and this is the section for vaccination. And the instruction is the farm manager shall ensure that the vaccination is done according to the vaccination schedule provided by the birds supplier. So the bird supplier actually gave me this vaccination schedule, and that is what I'm using on my farm. Okay, so this is the vaccination schedule. All right, then guys, my email is on this document, I have people that have downloaded this document are actually contacting me through my email, and we've been interacting very well. Some of them I even give them my WhatsApp number, and we chat directly. Okay. So this is vaccination schedule. On day one, which is the day they arrived on your farm, you give them tonic slash multivitamin. Tonic is still multivitamin, but in liquid form. Then the multivitamin is the regular one in powder form that we all know. Then you give them glucose too on arrival to your farm. Okay. Then on day two, you give them antibiotics. From day 2 to day 6, you give them antibiotics, multivitamin, and glucose. Okay. The antibiotics should be doxygen, meaning doxycycline and gentamicin. There are some drugs that have these two compositions together, but if you don't have the drug that has these two compositions together, you can get doxycycline separately and gentamicin separately. Okay. Or you can use enrofloxacin. Any of them can go. Okay. Then on day 7, this is when you give them the first dose of your vaccination, which is the IBD Gumboro. Then on that day, it is written here that you give them tonic and glucose. But on that day, I don't give them any other thing. I give them only the vaccine and water. Because I've read in a document that you don't have to give them anything that will stress their system on that day. So I give them only the IBD vaccine and water on that day. Okay. Then on day 9, you give them the first dose of your Newcastle disease Lassa, and this a section shows the route of administration, which is oral. Okay. Then on day 12, that is when this is not a vaccine. Coccidiostatin is not a vaccine. It's a medication for coccidiosis. All right. At this stage, they cannot have coccidiosis because the parasites have not yet multiplied in their system. But it's better you prevent them early. All right. So you give them the first dose of coccidiostat on that day 12. And this is the one that the bed seller recommended. But I don't use this. I use amprolium. Okay. Then on day 17, you give them the first dose of, you give them the second dose of IBD Gumboro, which is still oral. Okay. Then on the 19th, that is 2 days after that day, you give them your second dose of Lassa as well. That is your Newcastle Lassa. Then on the 27th, you give them the third dose of your IBD Gumboro, infectious bursal disease Gumboro. Okay. Then on the 28th, you give them another medication for coccidiostat, so as you not allow the infection to come to the farm. You just follow this schedule, and I believe to some extent, really, I think it's really going to help you to reduce coccidiosis on your farm. Okay. And this is another drug that they recommend, but I still give them amprolium. Okay. Then on day 31, which is 3 days after the IBD Gumboro, you give them the Lassa, still administered orally. Then from day 33 to day 37, you give them antibiotics for 5 days, and they recommended this as well. But the antibiotics I give them during these days is doxygen, doxycycline, and gentamicin. Then on day 42, you deworm them. I don't do this because I've never had issue of worm on my farm, so I don't bother doing the deworming. Okay. Then on day 44, you give them coccidiostat drugs again, but I give them amprolium still. Okay. This is just trying to advertise a brand. All right. Then week 7, if you're keeping your bed more than 8 weeks, then week 7 to week 8, you should vaccinate them for fowl pox. Normally, if you don't have the issue of fowl pox in your area, you don't really need this. Okay. And for me, I don't keep my beds more than 7 weeks, higher 7 weeks on some days. From 6 weeks, I start selling my beds. Okay. So I don't usually give them this fowl pox vaccine because it's complicated. I cannot trust my people on the farm to do the wing web vaccination. And I don't have that kind of money to consult a vet doctor to come and do vaccination on my farm. So it's better I just forget about that and keep my farm safe from fowl pox. Then these are footnotes. You can go through them. Okay, you can go through them. So you can get this document from the description. Okay, and use them. This other document is litter steering and examination log. Okay, all right. So this is the vaccination schedule. Okay, so to the person that left in the comment section that he wants me to share the vaccination schedule. So this is my vaccination schedule. You can download it from the description of this video and from most of the videos I have on this channel. So guys, I'll be ending the video here. In case you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment in the comment section. You can see that this video was created because of a comment that someone left in the comment section. So whatever you want me to create for you, whatever video you want me to create for you, just say it in the comment section, and I'm going to try as much as possible to create that video for you. And don't forget to give me a like for this video if you find it helpful. All right. So thank you for watching this video. I am Oche Inalibulena from Global Farms. Peace. I am out.